Myself, Erum Saif. I'm going to present my paper, Role of Communication in Rural Development. Ashok Kumar is my co-author, but I will present the paper. So you can see my slides, title, Role of Communication in Rural Development. I'm the first author and Ashok Kumar is the second author. Let's begin with slideshows. So, role of communication in rural development. So let's talk about here abstract of the role of communication in rural development. As we know that the nearly age has been truly termed as a communication age, and we all know that communication plays a very important role in our day-to-day life. So communication is the middle activity of human connection in general and growth as well as development in particular. The main center of attention of this paper is to examine the level of communication that has contributed to India's rural development. The other cause is to check the success act of the special tools of communication in the rural development, where many are aggressive and stressing on improving the eminence of rural life. Communication plays an important role in achieving various objectives of the rural development programs. As we know, there is many rural development programs. Among them is MGNREGA, PMAY-G, and PMGSY, etc. So in this paper we will discuss one by one all the rural development programs. So let's take a quick note about introduction of the paper. As we know, communication is the spirit of any organization, and it also plays a major role in promoting the life of an individual. Communication is very useful in making strong relations in the world. As we know, in different parts of the world, with its uses different schemes which is issued by government. Communication is a key tool for individual to use when exchanging ideas, assigning tasks, managing a team, developing a positive relationship, etc. For planning, organizing, leading, and calculating, managers need to be able to communicate effectively. We all know that communication is very important in our day-to-day life, whether it is in studies or in any field. Communication is very important. Now let's talk about the organization. Managers are committed to communicating with employees about their numerous work duties throughout the day. Motivational qualities are also boosted by good communication. Information used in decision-making process comes in the form of communication. It also helps in planning the process where worker must follow the organization standards of behavior and other group of policies. Communication encourages socializing both within and beyond the organizational structure. Now let's talk about the definition of communication with some of the famous writers. As we know that according to Liggins, communication is the process through which two or more people exchange thoughts, information, feelings, experiences in a way that aids in agreeing among all parties on the important use of messages. Rogers and Shoemaker refer to the act of transmitting messages from source to a recipient as a communication. Newman and Summer, communication is the exchange of facts, idea, opinion, or emotions by two or more persons. According to Oxford English Dictionary, they define communication as the means of conveying or exchanging of ideas, knowledge, whether by speech, writing, or sign. M.T. Myers and J.E. Myers, the term communication refers to a certain pattern that is conveyed symbolically. Two requirements must be satisfied for communication to occur between or and among individuals. First is the parties engaged must share a symbolic system, that is, we need to speak the same language or jargon or dialects. Second is there must be common connection between the symbols and their reference. Now let's move to the next slides. In rural development, how communication is important. Now let's see how communication is important in rural development. Communication would make it a point to fully support rural communication initiatives. Particularly those involving interactive radio must also involve other effective media like tape recorder, educational video programs. Also, cell phones and other gadgets shows a great potential for the transfer and replacement of useful information. Radio is now the most effective and affordable medium to provide the most essential information to peoples in areas. However, we know that some common forms of modern communication are as important according to circumstances and accessibility, as in face-to-face computer, cassettes, and video conversation are also important source of communications in rural development. Now let's talk about one-way telecommunication, including radio and interactive satellite, television, internet, important information and communication technologies, that is ICTs, have shown to be important for internet consumers and for the midway consumer who assist the underprivileged. Now let's move to the next slides. Here we can see that the government sixth 5-year plan for rural development includes the following objectives in the behalf of rural development, how communication is important. First, we can see that to progress the output and salary of rural people. Second is to guarantee expanded and speedy service option, to eliminate unemployment and bring about significant decline in underemployment, to promise to raise the living standards of the underprivileged people, to provide for necessities including basic health care, safe drinking water, rural roads and education. Communication plays a vital role to accomplish the objectives of rural development and its various schemes like MGNREGA, PMAY-G and PMGSY. Now let's talk about the various government schemes of rural development. I'm going to talk about MGNREGA, the first government schemes of rural development. As we know that MGNREGA stands for Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and it came to limelight in 7 September 2005. The main aim of MGNREGA is to permits every rural household with adults who agree to do unskilled manual labor to have access to at least 100 days of guaranteed pay work every fiscal year. The main aim is to whoever do any work at least 100 days of their payment, they must get their payment. Here is some graph related to MGNREGA, household demanding work under MGNREGA. Here we can see 2020 to 2021 and 19 to 20, how the graph is increasing and decreasing with their work assigned or task they have done in their every year. Now let's talk about the second government scheme, that is PMAY-G, stand for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. PMAGY, it was launched in 2022 to attain the purpose of housing for all. The main aim of this scheme is to provide house for all the rural people. The previous rural housing scheme IAY in the Awas Yojana was limited to PMAY-G, that is 1st April 2016. The major plan is to give a Pakka house by 2022. Every houseless family as well as those living in Kacha and decrepit house will have access to basic amenities. The immediate goal is to assist 1 crore household in 3 years from 2016 to 2017 and 18 to 19 that live in Kacha house or decrepit house. Now let's see the graph of physical progress of PMAY. As we can see, 15 to 16 there is some progress, and now let's move to the third government scheme, that is PMGSY. PMGSY PMGSY mainly stands from Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, and it was launched in 25th December 2000 to provide all climate access to suitable independent habitation with population of up to 500 in plain area and 250 or more in special category states to provide all climatic access to suitable independent settlement with population up to 500. Census 2001 in plain areas and 250 or more in specific category states. Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, states of Northeast. Now let's see the here is many targets who have connected under PMGSY according to the years. In 2005 to 2006 target habitation is 12962, connected habitation is 6633, and connected habitation percentage is 51%. Now let's move to our fourth government scheme is DDU-GKY. DDU-GKY stands for Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, and it was came in limelight in September 25th, 2014, and the main aim of this scheme is to celebrate its Antyodaya Divas. It's an element of the NRLM, NRLM stands for National Rural Livelihood Mission, which has dual goals of supplying rural youth with employment opportunities and increasing diversity in the income of rural disadvantaged families. DDU-GKY only targets rural youngsters age 15 to 35 who come from low income household as part of the Make in India, Startup India, Smart Cities, Stand Up India and Skill India program. It supports government social and financial initiatives. Now we can see this pie chart of sectoral spread of trainings here. Now let's move to our fifth rural scheme, that is Mission Antyodaya. It was adopted in 1718 by Union Budget. The goal of the Mission Antyodaya is to bring the best use of supervision of the resources that will paid up by 27 ministers and Department of Indian government under a variety of initiatives toward rural area development. Mission Antyodaya includes the annual survey of Gram Panchayat. Will around the nation, Gram Panchayat conduct a yearly survey across where the country is a significant part of Mission Antyodaya. Here in this chart we can see that why Mission Antyodaya is important. It was given by the Ministry of Rural Development. Now let's move to our sixth rural program, that is an SAP, which is a stand for National Social Assistance Program. Is being implemented in rural areas as well as urban areas. It was launched in 15 August 1995. These programs were meant to provide social assistance support to rural aged and BPL families, that is below poverty line, in case of loss of main source of income and for maternity. These programs were meant to make sure minimum national standards in the calculation of the profit that the states were then provided or would provide in the future. Here the data is given by Ministry of Rural Development, which with the year 2012 to 2013 actual expenditure was 7884.3 crores. And now let's move to our next government scheme, that is SAGY. SAGY stands for Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana, which was inaugurated by in 11 October 2014, where it is the birth anniversary of Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan Shri Narendra Modi. It was introduced by the Honorable Prime Minister of our Shri Narendra Modi at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. 3 Adarsh Grams were to be expanded by March 2019. Its SAGY motto is to expand 3 Adarsh Gram. Now first one was to completed by 2016. These proposals, which were inspired by Mahatma Gandhi beliefs, ideal focus and some emphasis on cultivating qualities of national pride, nationalism, communal spirit and self-confidence, as well as on improving transportation. Now here we can see the figure Adarsh Gram Yojana project implementation, and which was given by the Ministry of Rural Development. Now let's move to our eighth and last program, that is DAY NRLM, that is stands for Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, and NRLM National Rural Livelihood Mission. It was launched as an upgraded version of the Swarna Jayanti Gram Swaraj Yojana SGSY in June 2001. The key objective is to reduce poverty by giving low income households the opportunity to engage in profitable self-employment and skilled wage employment, which will substantially improve their standard of living over time. To achieve this strong grassroots institution of the for the poor. Now for the poor, and all this figure we can see this the capitalization gap, and this data is from the Ministry of Rural Development. Now there are 8 programs of rural development, and here is also 9 programs, that is SPRM, RURBM, that is stands for Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Rural Mission. It was introduced in 2016 to execute the version of the development of cluster of villages, preserve the character of rural life, and focus on equity and completion without sacrificing amenities. The main aim of the SPMR is to inspire local economic growth, improve basic and armed force, and develop a good strategy rural cluster. Here we can see the chart of SPMRM, that is with different categories like national, state, district, cluster, and this data is also given by the Ministry of Rural Development. So as we saw here, the nine programs of rural development, and how the communication helps in every development programs of rural development. At the end, when we talk about the summary of all the slides and the paper, we can see that communication is a significant to rural development. It facilitates the substitute of sequence, thought, and facts among various stakeholders, and enables rural communities to admission the information and hold. However, rural communities often look challenging in assessing communication technology due to factors such as road and rail network, cost, and literacy level. Overcoming these challenges require a versatile move that involves government interference, private sector investment, and community participation. Communication should be main concern in rural development strategy, and efforts should be made to make sure that communication technologies are reachable. So next is the references. So with this slides and presentation of rural communication in role of communication in rural development, I'm closing my slides. So I have presented my paper, and with this I'm ending my video. Thank you so much.